The Arks of Omen lore is absolutely brilliant. I've got a bunch of videos planned this week, all from the different aspects. I've got one on Abbadon, Vashtor, some of Loyalist Space Marines. This video, I wanted to start with a big one. Of course, it's about a Primarch. Now, it's not the Lionel Johnson, okay? Everyone sit back. It's not the line. Stand down. This is about a demonic Primarch. It's about Fulgrim. Fulgrim is mentioned in the Arks of Omen. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, just to set the scene, what we have is Abbadon basically seeing visions of what's going on in the galaxy. This is provided by the witchcraft on the Vengeful Spirit, by, of course, the chaos beings that have swore allegiance to Abbadon. He sees things like Calgar's battle, you know, in the past and stuff, and he starts to think about the Vengeful Spirit and how that was firebombed and nearly destroyed. And he mentions that the Vengeful Spirit is kind of like nearly repaired now and stuff like that by the Warpsmiths. I'm going to go into more of that detail with the actual Abbadon video, which I have planned sometime this week, because again, the lore in this book is absolutely fantastic. Now, the scene that is really getting me excited is, of course, all about Fulgrim, and I'm going to read it now word for word off the page. So it says, Abbadon saw victories for the host of chaos, but he saw defeats also, and always the damnable infighting. Upon catching sight of Fulgrim's latest indulgence deep in the Imperium Nihilus, he roared aloud in rage and had to restrain himself from bringing his clenched talon down upon the octagram at his feet. Now, this confirms two things to me, of course, is that Fulgrim is indeed out in the Imperium Nihilus. So that is the northern parts of the Imperium, where it's very, very hard for the Imperium to respond to like chaos threats and stuff, because it's really, really hard to navigate when there's hardly no signal from the Astronomicon. So it does make sense for Fulgrim to be where he is, doing his indulgences upon certain planets. For me, why I'm really excited is, of course, it confirms that Fulgrim is actually out there doing certain things. We kind of got a hint to Fulgrim being back in the lore in the Gathering Storms book. There was like a little segment where there was like a massive snake-like figure, and it was rampaging on a planet, but it was all like retconned by the Inquisition and stuff, you know, like a small little hint from Games Workshop. But like I said, this was during the Gathering Storm. This was years and years and years ago. Now we actually are getting text in the latest lore stating that Fulgrim is about. And what this means, and I'm not joking you right now, this is Games Workshop slowly building up to reveal Fulgrim on the tabletop. I'm calling it right now. Clip it, do whatever you want. I am just gotta say, in 10th edition, probably towards the back end of 10th edition, just like what we've got with Angron, because we started to see these hints with Angron during 9th edition, 8th edition even, right? And now what would we have? We actually have Angron out as a model, and the World Eater's coming out as an actual range. We're gonna get this with Fulgrim. We're definitely going to get new World Eaters, you know, Slanesh, all that type of stuff. We'll probably get new units like Noise Marines, new characters being made, like probably Lucius the Eternal or something like that. You know, this is going to probably be a huge release like we've just seen for the World Eaters. From a business standpoint as well, it makes complete sense, because we've already had like Magnus with Zinch, we've already had Mortarion with Nurgle, sorry Nurgle people, Angron with Khorne, and we're just waiting now on Fulgrim with Slanesh. So yeah, it all makes sense, and I think this is the big story now, building up to that big reveal, which will be happening in 10th edition. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be at the start of 10th edition. I think it's probably going to be mid to the end of 10th edition, so maybe like 2 to 3 years away or something like that before we start to see the next Primarch brought back, which is of course going to be that demon Primarch Fulgrim. Now, the second thing this confirms is that Abbadon is not pleased with what Fulgrim is doing. As it mentioned in the text, he wanted to smash the octagram because he was looking what Fulgrim was doing, indulging himself in certain activities. What those activities are, I'll leave it up to you to imagine. Okay, I don't want the Inquisition knocking on my door. Now, this kind of matches Fulgrim, because, of course, for those of you who've read the Siege of Terror, we know what happened at the Siege of Terror with Fulgrim. Actually, even the old lore stated it. Fulgrim was like, this is boring to me. I'm going to go do something else. And, you know, that's mainly one of many reasons why the traitors failed at Terra. One of the main reasons, of course, is Rogal Dawn was there, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. So yeah, it makes sense that Fulgrim's doing his own thing and Abbadon's not going to be pleased. Is Abbadon going to go out and maybe fight Fulgrim to bring him back on his so-called leash? Maybe Fulgrim would like that, right? Who knows? But yeah, I would love to see a conflict with like returning Primarchs or demonic Primarchs actually standing up against Abbadon. I know, like, in the lore, it's like most of them bowed down and like accepted Abbadon's type of rule, but I actually want a demonic Primarch to say, no, I'm doing nothing that you say. I am a Primarch, a demonic Primarch. I care not for you, kind of thing. And, you know, if I had to pick someone to do that, it probably would be Fulgrim. So hopefully there's a future conflict in there somewhere. Maybe, you know, maybe it's Fulgrim that causes Abbadon's plans to fail in the Arks of Omen. And yeah, we can all bow down to Fulgrim and say thank you, Fulgrim, for saving the Imperium. But that's me with my little fanfare. Anyway, enough waffling from me. I just wanted to share that brief bit of text with you because, like I said, that's confirmation for me. That's all I need to know. The build-up, the hype has now begun. I'm telling you right now, right? Again, clip this. If it doesn't happen, right, this is how dedicated I am to this. If it doesn't happen, I'll delete my channel, right? Games Workshop, please don't delete my channel. Games Workshop, like, right, cancel Fulgrim. Right, yeah, but I am. That's it. The lore there, I'm completely suckered in. I can't wait to see more, and I can't wait to see more of the hype for build-up for Fulgrim. I think it's going to be a good time. Right, enough waffling, because I'm just waffling for waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below, and we'll have a nice little talk down there, as we always do. Do you think Fulgrim is going to be the next demonic Primarch that returns? See ya, have a great day, and bye-bye.